video, I want to focus on solving a problem that sometimes occurs when you install a virtual machine from a different hypervisor than the one used to create it. Sounds confusing, it isn't. I should reword this, but for example, you have a virtual machine that you created with VMware and you try to import it into VirtualBox or UTM. Better. In such cases, it can happen that the Linux machine doesn't get an IP address and we cannot reach it on our local network. Very frustrating. In this video, I'll teach you how to simply fix this on a machine that you cannot access because it's a vulnerable machine that you're not supposed to SSH into, for example. This problem was also reported to me by a student who had installed on the UTM hypervisor one of the virtual machines from my courses that I had originally created with VirtualBox. But actually, I first encountered this issue on Vulnhub, specifically with the Linux machine called Backdoored. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. They created this machine with VMware, and now we'll make it work on VirtualBox. Let's do this. We will, by the way, hack this machine in the next video. It's called Backdoored, but this will work for any machine that you cannot reach within your local network because it's being created with another hypervisor. I'm on a private window, so if it's too big, Mega will give me problems, but I don't think it's too much. 700 megs. No longer available. Cool. Okay, let's download it on the desktop. 9 minutes. It's coffee time. Fade out. Okay, it's done. I drank my coffee. By the way, I will never drink nor eat on video. You're welcome. It says here that it's VMware based. It doesn't know if it works on VirtualBox, but you can test it if you want. Gee, thanks. We'll make it work. Extract it. There it is. VMDK. Let's start VirtualBox. Let's create a new one. Backdoored. Linux Debian. Click on next. Doesn't need much. Use an existing virtual hard disk file. Click on add. Desktop. Choose, next, finish. Go to settings, set it network card to bridged, to have a bridged adapter so that it can communicate with the other machines in the local network, and then start it. This specific machine usually displays the IP address when you start it, but as you see here, it actually doesn't because it's not assigning an IP address because the interface name being used in the network settings is wrong. So reboot it. Okay, now that we are in the grub, press E, like we did to reset the password in a previous video. Press E, then go down to the Linux line and replace RO with RW, remove quiet, and then init equals bin bash. This will let you access the machine as root, just like we did in the tutorial for changing the Linux password. So press Ctrl X to drop into a root shell again. Nice. If you need to change your keyboard layout, set XKB map, then the locale, then the initial of your country. In my case, it's IT for Italian. Not found. Let's try load keys. Can't open the file. The service status all. There's keyboard setup. Let's try with dpkg reconfigure and then keyboard configuration. Keyboard layout, other, Italian. Service still doesn't work. Service console setup. SH restart. Thank God. Okay, let's move on. Now the Italian keyboard layout or whatever other language works. Just choose your own. Type IP address show to get the interface name. Note it down. It's ENP0S3 in this case. Let me save this. And now we have to substitute it. You can use nano, beta. I'll show you one of the many reasons why VI or Vim are better. VI, etc, network interfaces. See here, the interface is wrong. It's ENS33. That's why it doesn't work, because it needs to be the other one, the ENP0S3. And now, if we switch it up with the correct one and restart the machine, it'll work. So, %, the entire file, S for substitution. Find ENS33 and change it with ENP0S3. Final slash, bam. Let me check if everything else is correct here. Looks like it. Save and quit, WQ. Service, status all. Service, networking, restart. If config, if the net tools are installed, I don't think so. Nope. So IP address show again. And we see that now the machine has got an IP with the correct interface name. How cool is that? Nothing is unfuckable. It's 116. Yes. This next command is probably not necessary, but it doesn't hurt. Update rc.d networking defaults. Hostname. Now we can reboot the machine with either reboot or with exec has been in it. It still doesn't show the IP address. But we can either go on Kali and type in sudo netdiscover to find the machine IP address, but it's really not needed. We'll do this in a video where we'll actually hack the machine. We've seen that the IP address was 116, right? Let's see if this works. Backdoored has a service that listens on port 1337. Visit it from your host without starting Kali, it's not needed. And we see that it works, even if it doesn't show it here. Probably if we restart the machine, it will start showing it, but the most important thing is that now it works. In the next video, we'll take advantage of the vulnerabilities that break into one of Vulnhub's intentionally vulnerable virtual machines, specifically this one, Backdoored. But before ending the video, let me power this off and see if the networking configuration still works even after rebooting. We'll also check if the IP address is shown on the boot screen. Nope, still no IP address. We will have to find the script where this happens and fix it, but it's really not necessary. Yeah, it still works. Good.